just getting to know them, talking about my life, talking about ball, just, pretty well. It was pretty well.
And if you had a chance to beat the Dallas Cowboys?
No, sir, I haven't.
If you had a shot to be dropped in an offense like that, with guys like CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, to learn behind that press, what would that mean for you?
I think it'd be beneficial for me. Just having other guys around me, and then learning from a great quarterback like that. I think it'd be beneficial.
Anthony, what do you feel your NFL comparison is?
Growing up, it was always Cam Newton for me. So a lot of people say Cam, and I believe it is Cam.
Anthony, you clearly
can you repeat that for me? I guess it's a good thing. I don't think about it much. I just try to be the best version of myself that I can be. And I feel like I continue to grow, and I will continue to grow.
Anthony, clearly, when you listen to you on Instagram, you're working on your footwork. What are you specifically trying to build in your mechanics?
Just being consistent with my accuracy. Using my arm, using my hips, using my feet. Just tying it all together and just being consistent.
You looked at it as like a sort of a project that's kind of the word that's used for you. What do you think you bring the team right now versus when?
Can you repeat it for me? I'm sorry.
You've been looked at, I guess, sort of as a project quarterback. What do you think you can bring a team right now, and what do you think you can bring in the future?
We said, what do I think I would bring to a team?
Right now, even though you have the project label, what do you think you can bring a team right now?
I don't even know what that means, project label. But I'm willing to bring anything, everything that they need from me. I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna be dedicated to my craft. I'm just, be a leader in that organization. So just grow and continue to grow. Everything. Everything that I'm able to do on the field and everything I'm able to do off the field. I live a good life. And Coach Napier always told me, you must be living right if everything on the field is going right for you. So keep living a good life and just keep having fun with everything. I'm able to do everything on the field, run over people, jump over people, run past people, throw the ball pretty well. So just tying it all together, I feel like that just helps me become a better quarterback.
Anthony, you only had him 1 year, but how beneficial was Brian Johnson to start your career for you? He was here. How much did he help?
That's my guy, man. I love Coach Johnson, but having him on the staff my first year, it definitely taught me, the ins and outs about offense and how certain things can work. So just talking to him and having him, I miss him, and I was glad to have him.
With teams that are searching for maybe more tape, more playing time, things like that, how do you answer those questions, and what do you point to?
About what? I'm sorry.
When you have just more playing time, more years, more films, how do you answer questions like that? Where do you point to and say, all right, this shows I'm still improving as a quarterback?
My guy right there said I'm a project, so I guess teams already know that I have room to grow. So they see sparks in me. I see that myself as well. So I don't have to, talk about experience with them because they watch the tape and they know I've been playing football for a while. It's just a matter of what level I've been playing on. So I think I'm ready. I know I'm ready, and they'll get that from me. Yeah, I met with the Patriots. I feel like that was another great interview for me as well. It was formal. Yeah, I plan on doing everything. I train for everything, so I'm trying to showcase what I'm able to do.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years in NFL?
I see myself, I want to be a legend. I want to be like Patrick Mahomes. I want to be like Tom Brady. I want to be one of the greats. I will be one of the greats, because I'm willing to work that hard and get to that point. So to answer your question, I feel like I'm going to be one of the greats in the next few years.
Anthony, you talked about training for everything and doing everything. Talk a little bit about your round training. How's it been? How's the process?
The process has been great for me. Talking to my agents and my manager, they see changes in me, and I'm just excited because I feel like I'm growing in myself, and I'm just having fun with the process. Training in Jacksonville with Torque, that was probably one of the best decisions I ever made. I feel like my body has physically changed, my mental has definitely changed, and my mechanics has changed. So I'm ready to showcase what I'm able to do.
Where do you see your assets as a quarterback? You as a passer, how do you see this fitting into the NFL teams as you watch the schemes that they're
just watching different films, watching Joe Burrow, watching Justin Herbert, watching Josh Allen last year with my coaches. I feel like I'm able to do those same things that those guys are able to do. They're great on their teams, so I'm ready to get on my team and get in my system and become great just like those guys.
The Seahawks have a fifth pick in the draft. The Seahawks have a fifth pick in the draft. Chase is trying to sign right now. What would your thoughts be of playing over him?
Getting picked up by any team is a blessing for me. I'm not just keying out one team. I'm not just pointing out one team. Because since 6th grade, I wanted to play in the NFL, and I'm blessed enough to be here, even talking to you guys, and just have this opportunity. So getting picked up by any team would be a blessing for me.
You said your mechanics changed. What are you
No, using my hips. A lot of people say I have a big arm, and I do believe so. But you can't just muscle the ball around all the time. Because that's not going to work. You gotta be tuned up. You gotta be tuned in with your mechanics, and using my hips, that's definitely helped me out a lot.
Anthony, talk about your support.
Ready to start as a rookie, or could you benefit from the year to get your feet?
A lot of people can say I can benefit from it. A lot of people can say I could benefit from going in day one and playing. So who knows what I'm ready for? I just know whatever situation I'm put into, I'm gonna dive in head first and just keep grinding hard.
Anthony, can you talk about your support system? What got you through college and to this point?
You said talk about it?
Your support system.
Oh, that's definitely my family and my friends. They've always been rooting for me. And I'm just thankful for them. Especially my mom, my little brother. They're my rock, they're my backbone. So they're who I do it for, and I'm glad I have a strong support system because not everybody has that.
Anthony, what's the biggest misconception about you?
A lot of people say I'm immature, because I'm only 20 years old, but I had to grow up early in life. I had to raise my younger brother when my mom was working 2 to 3 jobs every year. So a lot of people don't know my situation, they don't know my story, and that's why I'm here, to tell my story and let people know who I am.
You plan to do something?
Growing up, it was always Cam Newton for me, but then when I got to high school, just seeing how dynamic Lamar was, I tried to implement both of those guys in my life. And I started calling myself Cam Jackson in 11th grade, just trying to make big plays, so just Cam Newton and Lamar Jackson. Just showing them, how great of a quarterback I am and how great of a quarterback I'm willing to be.
Anthony, you played with Kyle Trask in Florida. What would it be like to play with him again, compete with him, and what type of quarterback did the Bucs expect from Kyle Trask?
Kyle is a legend. He's a Florida legend. Just watching him and sitting behind him, he taught me, like how important it is to wait your turn and how important it is to grind. That guy, he knew everything of the offense. He knew the blocking schemes, the receiver routes, his checks, everything. At one point in time, he was calling plays for himself. So the Bucs can definitely expect that from him again because he's a guy that's great, mentally, and he has a beautiful arm. So I try to implement that in myself, but he's a great guy, and they're gonna get that. Can you repeat that for me?
How did you mature raising your little brother? What was it like?
If you ask a lot of people around in Gainesville, I had a black little mountain bike, and whenever you saw me on it, you saw my little brother on the handlebars. I had to take him to school. I had to take him to get food. I had to get him dressed for school. So that's my brother, but I love him like he's my son. I'm just glad that he's a part of my life. I love him, and I just can't wait for both of us to live out our dreams.
Do you have any plans for what you might do for your mom with one of your first NFL paychecks?
My mom, she doesn't want me to do anything for her, because she said it was her job as a mother to take care of me the way she did. And I'm definitely thankful for her, and I love her. And y'all about to make me cry up here, but I'm definitely take care of my mom. Whatever she wants, she can have it. I don't plan on. I don't have anything in mind, but whatever she wants, and she said, she just called my name, and I got it.
Anthony, have you met with the Falcons?
Yes, sir, I have.
How did that go, and how did they describe their situation to you? Kyle Pitts being there.
That was actually a great interview. They asked me how fast I was going to run in the 40, and they asked me if I was faster than Kyle. And, I got to brag on myself a little bit. I definitely told them I am faster. If Kyle sees this, I'm sorry, man. I just got to boast about myself. But that was another great interview.
How fast would you say it is? 40.
How fast I am? I say I'm fast. Say what? My target time is definitely fast, so I'm not trying to put any numbers out there, I'm just going to showcase that tomorrow.
Do you think there's things you can do that other quarterbacks in the draft class can't do?
Yeah, definitely. Just my athletic ability. Growing up, I've always been the one hanging in trees, jumping out of trees, jumping over fences and everything. So just bouncing around, moving around, I feel like I have an advantage in that. Yeah, I like dunking on people.
You had a lot of those big plays on the field, but I know one question teams have is completion percentages as high as some others. So how do you talk through that and exploring that part of your game, and where do you think you would get better in that area?
I can definitely get better at delivering the ball and helping my guys out. But I can't also catch every pass. If I could, I would definitely. But it's just helping guys out and helping guys help me. My completion percentage, some people say it's not great. I don't think it's great either. But it's just growing as a quarterback. Not every year is going to be your best year. I definitely learned a lot from last season.
How did your interview with the Panthers go?
That was another great interview as well. Just getting to know them, just getting on the board and just drawing up a few plays for them, and recalling a play that they taught me early in the meeting. That was another great interview.
Why do you think it's important for you to do all the drills this week? What do you hope to show? Why would that?
Well, I don't think it's anything behind it. I trained for it, so why not go out there and showcase what I'm able to do?
And where have you been training at?
Jacksonville.
Anthony, what goes into your decision making as far as stay in the pocket or take the ball down?
I think it's just instinct. Growing up, sometimes I was ready to get out of there too fast. I remember I was playing in the All-Star game my 11th grade year, and the O-line was actually blocking. I was ready to run, and I'm like, oh, they're blocking. So I think it's just instinct and just knowing when to get out of the pocket and when to stay in there. Can you say that again?
What have you been working on the whiteboard when you show teams?
I've been working on, just coverage recognition, just recall stuff, knowing where to go with the ball. That's not anything I've been specifically working on throughout my combine period. That's just something I've been working on throughout college. Because if you know what the coverage is going to be before the ball even snaps, you're ahead of the game. You should be able to dominate and have an advantage.
Anthony, what's your favorite passing concept, 3rd and 8, just outside the red zone against man coverage? We'd like to throw.
3rd and 8 against man.
Against man.
I'll probably go mesh concept. You got a lot of guys crossing, a lot of guys running. One-on-one backside, one-on-one with the running back, and if everybody's covered, I'm open. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go with it.
And this talks to you being
it's crazy because I don't even play Madden, but when it comes to touch, if you watch my film, I definitely can, add some touch to the scheme, and just growing up, I've had a lot of people tell me, I'm throwing it too hard, so when I try to lighten up, it's not as accurate as I want it to be. So I don't care if somebody's complaining about if I'm throwing it hard, they better catch it.
It's talks to you being team straight enough for the #1 pick. What makes you the top quarterback in this draft?
Just everything I'm able to do on the field, and everything I'm willing to do on the field. I'm willing to put my body on the line. I'm willing to grow in the meeting rooms, in the locker room as a leader. I'm just willing to do everything in my power to be the best version of myself that I can be for the organization I go to.
Last question. What did you feel you left undone?
Lord knows, man. SEC championship, national championship. I had high hopes of winning the Heisman last year, so there's a lot of things I left undone, but I feel like I left my mark on Florida. Some people might not say I was a great quarterback at Florida, but hey, who cares what they say? I feel like I did pretty well there, and I'm just blessed to be here.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.